the early 1930s Mississippi Delta, twin brothers Smoke and Stack moved back to town after working in Chicago for a few years and hoped to open their own juke joint. I somehow entered this movie not knowing even the genre that it was, and I think it made me like it even more. So I will not be mentioning the direction that the movie goes in the final hour, but I was immediately drawn into the hot and humid 1930s Deep South. The locations were spot on. Every building felt old. Every field, every dirt road just felt lived in. The entire movie takes place over about 24 hours, which kind of blew my mind. In that single day, we got to meet so many characters and we got to learn so much of their backstories. And there never felt like there were just random scenes of exposition. We got to know these characters organically through rich and engaging conversations. The movie is nearly 2.5 hours long and it is so well paced, it never once felt slow. Something was always happening and there was always a task to complete and a new character to get to know. And the amazing cast was anchored by Michael B. Jordan as Smoke and Michael B. Jordan as Smoke's twin brother Stack. If I wasn't aware of who Michael B. Jordan was, I would have sworn that the characters in this movie were played by real-life twins. Part of that is due to Jordan's acting chops, and part of it is due to the incredible visual effects team. This is one of those movies that is completely covered in visual effects, but they look so natural you just never notice them. Michael B. Jordan is a rock star, and I've known that for a long time. Sinners director Ryan Coogler, who also directed Creed, the 7th Rocky film that also starred Jordan, is in my opinion maybe the best Rocky film. Now it takes a special talent to make the 7th movie in an iconic franchise be the best movie in that franchise. Now, tonally, Sinners reminded me a bit of the great Jordan Peele movie Get Out. It's a genre film that can be watched on the surface and be highly enjoyable, but if you dig a little bit deeper, it is full of rich and meaningful symbolism. That symbolism is obvious, but it never beats us over the head with it. It just kind of sneaks up on you. There's a scene about halfway through this movie where a character is talking about the melding of musical genres over the decades that is so well done. If done by someone other than a skilled director like Ryan Coogler, it would have felt cheap and cheesy, but it was shot in a way that elevated it to be one of the best scenes of the year. The music and the score of Sinners is just as compelling as the characters. It's heavily rooted in music of the early 20th century, mainly blues music. The original songs in the movie are excellent, and the score is very distinct and memorable. The movie also stars newcomer Miles Caton, who had previously worked as backup singer for the musical artist Her or H-E-R. I admit I'm not a pop music guy, so I don't know how it's pronounced. And even though he's new to acting, he held his own against the charming and commanding dual performances of Michael B. Jordan. Now, it's hard to talk about Sinners without giving anything away, but all I can say is the movie lives up to the hype. I honestly couldn't find a weakness with it. The story is compelling, the settings feel real, and they're interesting to look at. The acting is top-notch, the visual effects are invisible, the music and score is iconic, and the underlying theme hits home perfectly. Sinners is easily one of the best movies of 2025. Dressing in your Sunday best, juke joints, playing a bit of music outdoors, really dirty white shirts, showing up late to church, twin brothers played by the same guy.